I want to talk about the draft. We have to talk about the draft. The big announcement on SmackDown by Triple H. You guys saw my reaction. I'm ecstatic. I'm excited. I'm hyped. It makes perfect sense. Lex, but they didn't have any debuts from NXT. They didn't call nobody. Triple H literally said on SmackDown when he came out to the ring, he said, in a couple weeks, we're going to have the draft and every superstar is eligible. You know what that means? That we're going to get people from NXT on SmackDown on Raw. It's going to be a fun show. He said it's going to be the biggest draft ever, which I think he's just trying to hype it up. But he's right. It is a big deal that they're doing the draft because it means that they're going to change all the characters involved in the programs on the main roster. Now, what does that mean for NXT? For example, can we get Shinsuke back in NXT? Or Robert Roode or Dolph Ziggler drafted to NXT? You know, it would be interesting to see superstars like, you know, those kind of vets find their way back to NXT, at least for a little bit. It would be cool for them to do that, and it would make NXT more watchable, adding some veteran leaders that we can all rely on. I mean, they did it in the past with Apollo, right? They brought him back down. They brought back Dolph Ziggler to win the title last year anyways. They had AJ Styles featured, Rey Mysterio, Dominic. So doing this with the draft, right? I think it makes perfect sense for them to literally use everyone on the roster and put them in different shows for the most part. Now, does every single superstar need to get traded? No. But I hope it's a real draft and we ultimately see some changes to the dynamic on each show. Raw is 3 hours, so they're going to get the most draft picks. So it's going to be interesting to see how they stir the pot with that this time around. But I'm happy that, you know, they pretty much answered why we didn't get some call-ups and some changes to the show. At the end of the day, people were super worried. SmackDown has been going well so far. And, you know, the draft is going to freshen the product. And for anyone that feels gassed out, that feels annoyed, that is tired of what they've seen on TV, the draft is going to help you enjoy that, you know, breath of fresh air that I know so many people want. So it's coming. I hope y'all are hyped and excited and ready. Because like Triple H said, are you ready? I said, are you ready? The draft is happening probably after Backlash. He didn't say when, but he said in a couple weeks. So I would say it's probably happening after Backlash. Which that's when the storylines that we're going to see there end for the most part. But it's going to be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a good time. Are you ready? That's a SmackDown theme song. I just realized. The draft coming up in just a couple weeks. We got more SmackDown. Let's keep reacting. Let's go.